What is up? Today we have a really cool weapon to take a look at. And this weapon is going to be classified in the classification of weapons for guys that do not give a fuck. Meaning, if you're always looking to justify it, if you're like, hey, that's not worth the money, yeah, I could get this for that, this fucking thing is not for you. This is the weapon for the guy that wants the best of everything, that wants something different, that wants something cool, and if it costs a little bit more, he just says fuck it. So what we got here is the Sig Sauer. This is, man, I hope I get this right, man. These names confuse the hell out of me with these SIGs. This is the 320 X Series Spectre carry. So there you go. That's a mouthful, man. So as you see, it kind of looks like that P365 Spectre comp that I have. Very similar. Again, this one's called the carry. It's part of the X series. It has the slide that's kind of been machined differently. It has the titanium nitride gold parts. Anyway, and this thing is substantially more expensive than a regular Sig P320. And again, this is a weapon designed for the do not give a fuck crew. It's not designed for the person that needs to justify everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to shoot this thing. It's very first mag. I'm going to put a couple drops of oil on here, and we're going to give it a quick rundown. I'm kind of going to jump ahead here. And so what I did after I made that intro, I went ahead and I oiled this thing. And I gotta tell you, man, this review started off really shaky. So I oiled it. That was without incident. Then it got time for reassembly. And here's something that's really interesting. And you know, I've never seen this. So the recoil spring on this thing, one end of it is kind of an oval. And that has to be installed a certain way. And evidently I wasn't installing it correctly when I first put this thing together, and I could not get this slide to lock back, man. Anyway, so ultimately I thought I had it locked back. I let it go. The slide goes flying off the fucking gun, ends in the dirt. So I just oiled it, and I have this thing absolutely caked in dirt. So I had to figure out what the hell was going on. So I actually had to break out the manual. And anyway, so now we're going to get back to the review. Out. So the trigger is really good. Again, I kind of I've been really impressed with all the triggers on these P320s. So this one is really no different. Let's shoot it a lot more, but I'm going to say that first mag was a lot of fun, very responsive. I actually love the sights on this gun. Yeah, this is one, again, it's part of the X carry whatever, and it has a little different sights, and I really like them a lot. So what I'm talking about is this piece right here. And if you look in the manual, it says that the flats must be vertical. So this thing is basically, and I don't know if it's really focusing very well, but this is kind of like an oval with flats on the top here and then on the bottom down there. And if that is not like this, if you were to turn it the other way, the gun will basically not go back together. So in conclusion, should you buy one of these fucking things? I mean, what do I think of it? It is kind of what it is, in the sense that it's probably going to be pretty hard to justify this over the regular, 320, the M17, the M18. Although I'm never going to buy a gun with a manual safety, but if you want something that's like a little bit different, I mean, I personally think this is a great weapon. I mean, I really, really enjoyed shooting it. My kid enjoyed shooting it. It has tremendous sights on it. I mean, these are just terrific sights. The trigger was great. The grip felt good. There was really nothing I did not like about it. But again, this is going to be a weapon for the guy that does not give a fuck, that doesn't mind dropping a few extra bucks to have something that's really cool.
A lot of blood right here. I mean, this is kind of graphic. Probably should have warned y'all, but hey, if you're on my page, you probably know what to expect, right?